Hello Aquarians, and happy birthday to you. Seeing that the end of January and February is your birth month. This is your yearly forecast. Yes, I know we're starting with the month of February. We're still going to look at January to see what energies are coming in at the beginning of your new year. There will be 12 cards, one card for each month. So let's see what's going on. So here's January. You have the High Priestess, this month, February, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is looking for money. This is about your spiritual powers, discerning mysteries. This is a Nine of Wands. This is about being careful, learning lessons from the past. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, she's the housewife, but it's also about managing money, prosperity. Heading into May. So this is April, that's March. January, February, March, April. For May, you have a Seven of Pentacles, the card of waiting for your crops to harvest. You have the Sun for June. You have a Three of Pentacles for July. This is the card of studying, an apprenticeship, learning something new. You have Death for August. Last 4 months, September, you have a Three of Swords. You have the Tower for October. You have a Two of Wands for November. And a Four of Wands for December. Really interesting. Interesting how these wands worked out as well. What definitely caught my attention as far as first impressions, what definitely caught my attention was this sequence. Starting in August, you start with death, the closure or the end of something. Then you have this heartbreak and healing in September. Then you're rebuilding in the Tower. The Tower is about things crashing down and you have to rebuild. So, a big flag there. Not necessarily a bad thing, because you do have the Sun. As far as your major arcana, you do have the High Priestess here. This is about wisdom, spiritual guidance, listening to your intuition. The Sun, which trumps all the other cards actually. When you get the Sun, it means that you stay positive. What's happening is for your good. So then this other major arcana, so you have 4, you get to death. There's a closure here. It doesn't have to be literal death. I know that during these times, we are dealing with a pandemic that has killed almost we're heading towards 500,000 people. So I'm not using this card lightly. I know that some of you may have dealt with this. So I don't want to freak anyone out and say, oh, someone's going to die. That's not necessarily the case with this card. But there will be a disappointment here followed by the Tower. And again, it feels like whatever's happening with death, you're starting over. So it could be the end of the project. Maybe a loan didn't come through. Maybe you had to drop out of school. All those things could apply with this card. So yeah, you're going to be going through the autumn, the fall, autumn, dealing with a little bit of a disappointment here. But like I said, remember the Sun preceding all of this says, things will work out. So that was your major arcana. And when you look at the beginning and the ending, the first card was the High Priestess, which is no confusion, clarity, psychic power. And you end with the Four of Wands in December with a celebration of, it's a celebration. It could be a happy occasion, an engagement party, you're having a good time. But the Four of Wands basically means a wonderful surprise you didn't expect, and you're celebrating and you're happy, and you know you've made it through a difficult time and now you're celebrating. So as I said, it feels like with the sun here, you know, what you're going through this year, it'll turn out okay. So just to do a breakdown month by month, High Priestess, Knight of Pentacles, looking for money, looking for a job. Again, this could be a business deal, a loan, buying a house. You have the Nine of Wands, lessons from the past reappearing and you encountering those same lessons again. We have another pentacle here with the Queen of Pentacles. Whenever I see this card, sometimes I see buying a house or buying something, but this is always, for me, it's always related to the home, buying things for the home, the material things, your family, college, retirement, the whole thing. When we get here, the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles, it's the waiting card. You're waiting for that good thing to happen that you've been waiting on. And the Sun again is coming along to cheer you up and saying, don't worry. So, Three of Pentacles just means studying, focusing on something that needs to be completed, learning, and some of you might actually be going back to school. This is the card in July. So some of you could actually be starting to go back to school. But this is basically about learning, figuring out a problem. So what follows this, interestingly enough, with these Pentacles and Sun is death. And that's why I keep saying, I feel like whatever's happening here with death, not literal, but as far as the figurative death that's happening in the spread, I feel like the Sun is telling you, whatever happens, don't worry, just go through the process. So I feel like whatever ended here, metaphorically, needed to end. And again, it could have been a relationship, you know, a divorce, but you're going to heal and you're going to rebuild. And it feels like you might have also been expecting, you might be expecting whatever happens here in August to happen. So this might not be a surprise by the time you get to that Three of Pentacles in July. So as I said, as we finish out the year here, you're healing, you're rebuilding. And then this Two of Wands, again, this is a card of expectation, of you waiting for something to be completed. You know, you're embarking on a new project, you're asserting your power. This is about success. And so there's a successful venture or relationship or marriage, whatever it is. Pay attention to that, Aquarius, because it means that November you're going to have a lot of hope and expectations for something good, and you'll be celebrating in December. Okay? So if, like I said, if it was a loan or you rebuilding your life or going back to school, I feel like some of you might be going through changes where your life starts to get rearranged. So go with it. You know, there are some things you'll need to let go if you're going to go on this new path. And don't be afraid. As you can see, you're going to be very happy where you end up. So that was your reading. I hope all of you are safe and healthy. I know this is difficult for a lot of us, and if you've lost a loved one, my heart, my prayers, my thoughts are with you. You have my sympathies. So please be good to yourself, take care of yourself, and as always, I wish you love and light.